Hey everyone, Toshi here. Now, I did stumble upon this Reddit post, and it was the celebration for the 5 million pre-registrations for Honkai Star Rail, and I thought it was a little interesting because as I went down to the comment section of this Reddit post, or Reddit thread, and a lot of people have been saying that it is actually rigged. So the person said it's 100% rigged and has 110 upvotes. So a lot of people agree with the sentiment that the actual pre-registration is rigged. I didn't think it was rigged per se, but if I put two and two together, it makes sense, right? 5 million people ready to play the game when the game launches. We look at the Discord of this game, and it has maybe 200,000 probably more members over the course of time. So if we go to Genshin Impact's subreddit, you can see that there is nearly 2 million people in the Reddit. So you would believe a 5 million pre-registration for a game like this. Granted, this game is, and it probably had more, maybe it was 4 million pre-registration or something like that. So that makes it even more unbelievable, that this game, or Honkai Star Rail, has more than Genshin. But then again, people that know Genshin is more than people that knew Genshin at launch, if that makes sense, or before launch rather. But yeah, 2 million people is a lot considering, now granted the game is already out, right? Honkai Star Rail is not out, so the subreddit member count is much lower. If we take a look at the actual members, 38, nearly 39,000, that's pretty low. Now granted, this is for a mobile game, this is probably as big as it will get before launch. This is massive for a mobile game, let me just say that. So Hoyoverse games are in a league of their own, but I expect this number to grow drastically when the game actually does launch, because more people will be looking for guides, more people looking for ways to flex their artifacts, flex their pools, because they have no friends, and I'm being honest, that's me included. Now, I didn't mean to call out free-to-play players there, but we do actually have 20 Star Rail passes on the pre-registration rewards, as we did go over in a previous video, a free 4-star character, and it stops here at 5 million. Now, there is a possibility for more rewards going past 5 million, and maybe there's a tier for 10 million, maybe 7 million, maybe 8 million, maybe 6, who knows? But the possibility of that happening is pretty likely. I mean, granted, we do have a month and a half before, and before we hit the unofficial release date of Honkai Star, which is April 26th, around that time frame. However, still hasn't came out and said when the game will launch, and the beta also has not ended. However, the Jingwan banner in the game did end, and Seal's banner came after that again, so it was a rerun for Seal's banner, not Kafka or Silver Wolf. So that leads me to believe that the actual beta will probably be around towards the end of the month, and the end of the month will, they'll probably give us a release date then. And since we are on the topic of pre-registration rewards, this was a feature in the game for CBT3. Maybe it was for CBT2 and 1, I don't know. But we did get this as a login reward whenever we made an account. You get this over the span of 7 days. As you can see here, it's a typical event, and most gacha games do this, not Hoyoverse. So cut them some slack, right? You get it 1 pool each day, and then some days you get 2, and then the last day you usually get the most amount. If it's 20, on the last day you probably get 7 or 5 pools, right? And hopefully this is a feature that makes it to the live servers of the game. I'm sure most of you probably didn't even know this was in the beta because I didn't mention it. But yeah, 10 pulls for the limited banner is really, really nice, because I know a lot of you want to go for Seal when her banner does debut when the game launches, and that's really cool. I hope you all do get Seal. Granted, there is a 50-50 that exists, and I'm sure all of you also are against it, right? So the more pulls we can get in the beginning of the game will help re-rolling and being able to secure that character rather quickly without having to worry about, oh, I hit the pity, am I going to lose this 50-50 and cry and quit the game? Because granted, I'm sure a lot of people that hit that 50-50 on the banner and maybe get Bailu, and they have a little small chibi characters, they'd probably quit the game, especially when they want a character like Jingwan or Seal, right? It's a little sad. Okay, so I have to borrow Mtash's video here, but you can see Genshin Impact had massive launch rewards. I mean, massive launch rewards on top of the pre-registration rewards they gave to the players. You can see here, there's tons of Primo Gems that each player got whenever they made their account. And this was over the span of, 7 days, or 10 days actually. You can see here 10 days. And at the end of the 10 days, you got the most Primo Gem rewards. Now, in total, Imtash and other people have been saying it's like 50, maybe 60 pools, you know, including the pre-registration rewards of 20 pools. So you got like 40, 50 pools for free for just, you know, playing the game during launch, which is insane. Now, I hope that this happens for, you know, Honkai Star Rail when the game releases. Will it happen? Probably not, because I don't think Hoyoverse will want to make that same mistake, because there will be a lot of people saying reroll, 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 me included. You know, I'm going to be going hard rerolling. You know, and then, you know, account sellers do their thing and come in, make bazillion accounts and, you know, sell those accounts to people and stuff like that. And it's a whole mess the Hoyoverse will have to clean up. Now, there is a lot, and I'm sure the overwhelming majority of people probably will never reroll. They just want to play the game, which is absolutely okay. But this being a reward for everyone, we can all agree is great. I really hope this ends up coming to the launch of Honkai Star Rail. And I just wanted to find a way to show it on the screen, because I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I can never find, you know, exactly where to, you know, see the actual rewards, you know, for themselves. And yeah, this is so, look how many Primo Gems this is. You look at Genshin Impact now, and you get like maybe 20 pulls whenever you make your account, and that's like AR10. But back then, you got like 50, 60 pulls for just existing. It's crazy. So in the actual CBT3, we've had inflated pull counts. You can see here 10 Star Rail passes for just literally existing and playing the beta. Then we got another 10, you know, and then we got another 10. And then we got Stellar J's on top of that. And then we have another 10, but I haven't reached a level to unlock the final 10 pool that you got for free. So we got 40 pools, and then it's like 1,600. So another 10 pool in the form of Stellar Jades for free. So that's a 10 free limited banner pool, which, I mean, in a game where, you know, let's be honest, it is stingy with this currency. This is so many free pools. And me hoping that this was to make it to the launch of the game is like, oh, I'm really hoping that this makes it to the launch of the game, because having literally 50 pools for free, just like in Genshin Impact when that game launched, is really, really, really nice. And I think for any player that is saving up for a character in the future, to be able to guarantee that character on his banner, maybe you want to go ahead and get your 5-star on the, you know, beginner banner as soon as you play the game. Because let's be honest, the reality situation is, if this doesn't make it to the launch of the game, most players are going to be playing the game with no 5-star to like AR40, which is pretty sad. Maybe not AR40, maybe like AR30, 35 is when you'll probably, you know, maybe get your first 5-star if you are not lucky, because the rates are kind of low in this game. And that beginner banner does help out a lot of players, so I think it is good overall. I'm not going to complain about it. But yeah, hopefully this does make it to the launch of the game. As you can see here, I said the seal banner did come back, and it did. So the beta probably is not going to end anytime soon. That's going to be the video here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all got something out of this. Let me know if you think that there will be more pre-registration rewards. I'm leaning on the fence that there will be something, maybe a bonus towards the launch of the game. Maybe they'll surprise us, right? That'll be even better. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of the day.